everybody. Bro. Welcome back to the Yarnquisitions Knitting Podcast. I'm Victoria. You can call me Celine or Vic, whichever suits your tastes, suits you, whatever. I'm drinking Earl Grey milk tea today because I didn't wake up early enough to drink coffee. Let's see. And I don't have any, finished things, projects before 2022 because I think I don't have any more in this apartment. I may have more in my childhood home, but yeah, I think that's it. I do have a couple of UFOs or unfinished objects. I know I have 2, but they've been on the back burner for months now, and now I guess I have 3 now because of the sort number 9 I haven't worked on in a few weeks. Could be a month by now, I don't know. So yeah, that's probably the 3rd UFO now. But my other 2 UFOs I kind of don't want to show because one, I'm using one of them even though it's not finished, and the other one is in my closet. I've talked about the first one before, but I don't know, I just feel weird about showing things that I'm not gonna work on anytime soon. So yeah, and sorry for scratching. My hair is super itchy right now. Yeah, and I can't deal with it. Or I can't not scratch it, so yeah. I'm wearing the camisole number 4 by My Favorite Things Knitwear because it's the only knitted camisole I have, and I haven't finished the other one yet, so yeah. Okay, so speaking of the other camisole, I've finally been working on it a little more this week. I think I worked on it at least once a day this week, but it's still far from finished. Unfortunately, I can't even attempt to wear it because it has absolutely no straps. But yeah, I'm almost done, I think. I'm not sure if it's 4 repeats or 3, but I'm on the 3rd repeat now. I think it should be. Yeah, so I'm on the 3rd repeat, in the middle of it, literally in the middle of the 3rd repeat. And I can't wait to wear it because even though it feels rough in the hands when you knit it, after you wash it, it softens a lot and it lays really flat and really nice. So yeah, after blocking, I'm sure it'll lay nicely and not so scrunched. And it'll be softer because, yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know why, the barrette silk just feels rougher when you knit it. Yeah. So much dinner. Yeah. Please just imagine me wearing this. Okay. That's all. Oh, and I'm on the second ball. And funny story, yesterday I was like doing laundry and I was only gone or out of the apartment because the laundry is on the first floor and I'm on the second floor. So yeah, I had to go downstairs to do laundry, and I like left this on the couch. This was out of the bag that I keep it in, out of this bag. And the ball was in the bag, right? So then you have like this string. So I was only out for like 5 minutes, and lo and behold, when I come back, my black cat Zorro freaking bit it off. And I don't know if it's just this cat or if it's most cats, but my other cat doesn't do it, so he has like a vengeance for a string, and he needs to bite every single string he sees, which includes tea bags or tea bag strings or whatever. So yeah, that happened. So then I had to like magic knot it together again, because I did try to do Russian join on this, but I don't have a small enough needle for that, and I tried to do it with the embroidery needle, but yeah, that one, it just, the needle point kept catching on the silk threads and stuff, so that was no fun. But yeah, on the second ball, my third ball is still in storage, I guess you could say. So yeah, not even sure if I need the third ball, so maybe I'll have a lot of extra, I don't know. And what do you do with the extra? I don't know. Cause still have the third ball for this color as well. And I was actually thinking of knitting it a little longer, because this is, I don't think this is even the length that I said it would be. Maybe I should do a quick measurement right now. So it's almost 24 centimeters, so I guess technically it is the right length, but I find it to be a little too short. Like it, yeah, it's really close to my belly button. It just almost covers my belly button, and that's it. Like if I lift it, my belly button shows, and I don't know. I feel kind of weird about showing the belly button. But that's just my personal insecurity. Take a little drink, and then we'll move on to the next whip. Oh, yes. So I finished the second ball. Is it the second ball? Yes, I finished the second ball of silk mohair for the jules genser. And I wore it. Oh no, I tried it on so that I know for sure if it's like my body or like my arm, because this kind of looks too small for my arm, because the cord I'm using on it is 9 inches in length, and I'm like, what the hell, is that too small? because I'm pretty sure my arm is like definitely more than 9-inch circumference. So I was like, this is like impossibly small. But then there's like 5 more stitches here, and yeah, I don't know. So I had to try it on. And I know that technically this part like stretches a little bit, so it's a little forgiving. So I do technically have leeway. But yeah, it fits kind of high up compared to like the model or the photo in the book. It's a little, I think it looks like it's supposed to start here or something, but then when I put it on, it was like here, and I'm like, this is not what I was expecting, because that's like a huge, there's like an 1.5 inch difference in where it sits. So I'm like, I don't know, do I have to stretch this like crazy to like get it like that? I don't know. And I did stretch it when I was wearing it to see like how it would fit all stretched out, like completely stretched out, at least like this. And I'm like, it sat just a little lower, but like not that much. So maybe the sleeves and the body will weigh it down more. But yeah, I'm at the end of the second ball, so my third ball is here. And I haven't started it because it took me a bit to wear it, because I have to like put it on some stitch holders. These ones that I bought from Petite Knit, yeah, I had to use these to try on the body, because this is like the cord is way smaller than my shoulders, because my shoulders are huge, or at least they feel huge on my body. So yeah. Oh, I need like a tissue, but it's like across the room. So yeah. Ugh. So now I gotta work on the sleeves first, because I know if I work on the body, I'm literally just gonna, I don't know. I just like working on the sleeves first, because I did work on the body first for the sweater number 9, and then look where we are now. It's been months and I still haven't finished it, so yeah. Definitely gonna do the sleeves first, so I'm not stuck on Sleeve Island for like 2 or 3 months. And then 2 or 3 months go, well, if 2 or 3 months go by, it's still gonna be hot as shit here, so. And did I say that it was supposed to be cold this week, but then on Sunday, or no, on Monday, it switched and it said it was gonna be super hot this week. I'm like, freak, this sucks. Because I can't wear any of my knits besides this one. This is the only one I can wear, because it's way too hot to be wearing any of the other ones. Unless I go out in the morning, which I usually don't. So, yeah. So my third whip is a test knit. I think I said that last time as well, but I barely even had anything to show, even. I mean, I still technically don't have much to show, but I've gone a lot further than last time. You can actually see kind of what it looks like. So I got the straps done, and for now at least, And then I got the German short rows done on the body, and I'm just working on the body decreases because this is a camisole. It's called the corselette tank, so it's supposed to be a corset looking type tank, but it's not actually supposed to be like really cinched in. Well, it looks cinched in, and you do body decreases, so technically it is. But I think if you want it, if your waist is not as small as your bust, if there's that's worded super wrong. If your waist is not that different to your bust, is that weird? Oh my god. Then you would do less decreases, but you have to space them out evenly, or else it would just look freaking weird, or it would like have too much fabric in some places if you don't decrease evenly. So yeah, and the pattern definitely tells you how to space them, and then also it tells you like the waist versus the bust sizing for that particular size. So yeah, you could definitely customize this to however you want, because it's supposed to be quite tight fitting on the body. And recently I measured my bust again, and it was a lot smaller than I thought. So yeah, or at least when I applied for this, I measured again, and yeah, my bust is way smaller than I thought, but it should be fine, and that's why I'm making size 1 FML. And I'm using linen. I think it's the Lindy Chain by Knitpicks. And I'm holding it double, and I'm only using this because this is what I have on hand, and or have it in my stash. And I just saw that La Mercerie is stocking camaros. Not sure how to say that name or that brand name, but they recently stocked it, and I looked at what they have, and they have like organic linen, which is a chained yarn, and I'm like, I need that. It would have been so perfect for this project because it's in DK, in the DK weight. So, and this calls for DK, and I'm like, I wish this was in stock earlier. But yeah, I'm still like on the fence on how I feel about DK weight projects for summer, because it's kind of thick for me, at least, and as thin as possible. Like fingering weight is like perfect for summer for me. So yeah, it's like nice and thin. So yeah, I don't know. Once I finish that, I feel like I would have more, maybe it would be okay because it is linen. But Lindy chain is like 70% linen, 30% cotton. So that that cotton content could make it a little hotter for me, because I don't find that cotton is very summer appropriate, just because if you sweat, it holds onto the water of your sweat way longer than linen does. Yeah. So we'll see about that. And then they also stocked Minatso. It's the one that's not sparkly, but it's alpaca. Did I say alpaca? I think it's baby alpaca and wool and a tencel blend. So it's more like an alpaca silk kind of looking thing without the silk content. And that's a little more expensive than I thought, because it's around $9.50, and then in like 25-gram balls, I think. And then the linen that I just talked about from Kamodo's, so it's 50 grams and it's $7.50. So it's not as it's more expensive than Lindy chain, but if it's DK weight, then it's not as expensive. Because for this project, I would need like 4 balls, which comes about to $24-ish. No. 28 or something. And then if I use the other, the one by Kamodo's, then it's like 14, 15. But if I need 3, it's 21. So then it ends up being cheaper. If you make size 1. So yeah. But, you know, it wasn't even available when I was looking at yarn, or like when I was applying for the test knit. So yeah. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. Drink your drink, hydrate, because it's getting hot. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that I'm wearing what are these, like tights? No, leggings. I'm wearing leggings because I haven't shaved my legs, so I feel kind of weird in shorts without shaving my legs. I don't know. And I was supposed to get let me start doing this, knitting this project first. I was supposed to, or I had planned to get matcha latte from Starbucks, but then Starbucks, their what's it called? Their card reader was out of commission, and I can't buy anything without a card because I never know if I have enough cash. I'm pretty sure I spent all of my cash, so therefore I don't have any cash. And I also don't have, I mean, I used to have their Starbucks card where you can like put money into it and then pay that way, but I also no longer have a Starbucks rewards card or whatever it's called these days. Like, I don't know what it's called these days. I only had it when I was in high school, because when I went to college, I like moved from Starbucks to boba, so yeah. I mean, I also drank a lot of boba in high school, but in high school there wasn't a boba option near my high school, so if I went so I can only get boba if it's after school. So yeah, well, then now the mall that's near my high school has so many boba options. It's like flooding the mall, honestly. Which in college, that's where I went to go get boba, if I had the time to like walk there, because it takes like 10 minutes for no reason, even though it's like right next door. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I recently bought I mean, he called it a shibori dashi, but I'm not exactly sure what that is, because I'm not into the Japanese tea scene all that much. And by tea, I mean like tea. Like Chinese teas, Japanese teas. And I know it's called a gaiwan, but I don't really know the tones for that phrase. And it's basically just like what you steep your tea in, and it's supposed to be like a personal amount, so it's not teapot. It's like, but it's like technically not a teacup, because teacups are like what you put tea in after you steeped it. So I don't know the phrase in English. I mean, you would just call it teaware, but that's so general. But yeah, I don't know. It's like a personal teapot. But originally, the Chinese ones don't have a spout on it at all, but this one does, so it might be like a Japanese style of the same type of teapot cup thing. Yeah, so I bought that, so I probably won't be here until like next week, because he lives in Bay Area as well, and he's just shipping it, so it should come in like a few days after he ships it, which I'm expecting it to get shipped on like Monday or something. So yeah. And I bought it from my friend that I went to university with. Yeah, I'll probably talk more about that next week when I actually get it, but this is just like a heads up, I guess. Yeah. Is there anything? I don't know. I don't really have any updates for much. Except that now I kind of want coffee. I don't know. Well, since I don't have anything else to talk about, I'll let you guys go. I mean, it's like just knit with me, ASMR style, I guess, now. Is that weird? Can you even hear the sounds of my needle? Thankfully my cats hasn't bothered me about coming into this room. But yeah, because my black cat freaking severed the silk, and I feel like maybe he ate a little bit of it as well, which is, I know it's not that bad for cats, but I mean, it's also not exactly good for cats either. But yeah, I can't leave. Now I know for sure, I can't even leave it for 5 minutes on the couch. And it's such a nice day today. It's like supposed to be 80 today. And when I went out, it was like 77. Yeah, I'm gonna go sit on the balcony now and just knit outside, because it's so relaxing just to knit outside. Like, maybe it's because the sun is on me or something, but, or like it's nice and warm. But yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend knitting outside in the sun, but like, of course not the sun like on your project, because I don't know if it's just me, but my eyes have always been really sensitive to the sun, so like I can't not squint when the sun is like in my eyes, or if it's like even reflecting off of like a surface and into my eyes. Yeah, especially if it's like reading a book, because the pages are so white, it hurts my eyes like a lot, a lot. And also, you know, now that I'm like supposed to be ending the podcast, now I remember what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I can't knit if what I'm staring at is in the sun, or if the sun is in my eyes, which is super annoying. And someone I follow on Instagram, I think her handle is the knit. What is it? Le Nisse Chic? I think. But it's like French. And I think I know she's like Korean for sure, but I think she's also something else. I don't remember the flag for some reason that's in her profile. Yeah, so I forgot the other one, but so sorry. I didn't mean to make it like a huge deal, but she said that she watched my podcast, and I was like low-key kind of embarrassed because wasn't expecting anybody on Instagram to watch my podcast because I never linked it. I never linked my Instagram to the YouTube channel, except that I put my email on there. And I think the only reason she commented that is because I commented on her post about the Jules genser, and she knitted in pure silk, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that, to be honest. So I'm like, maybe I should also knit it in silk. About pure silk, I mean the Knitting for All of pure silk. So yeah, I'm like, wait, that's genius. I should do that too. But maybe not for the Jules genser, because I looked at her photo and it seemed quite long. Like, it was like right here. That's where the pattern ends. And I'm like, I need it to be here. But also need to knit like a ribbed edge so it doesn't look fucking weird or whatever. So yeah, I don't know about that. Or maybe I split sooner. Yeah, maybe I could just split sooner, right after the yoke is done, or the charts are done. That I could probably do that so that my sleeves are like shorter or whatever. But also not that excited for a sweater that is like up here. But I mean, on hers it looks like such a wide and kind of low, but definitely really wide opening. So I'm like, maybe, because it's silk and it's like fingering weight, maybe it's just the opening is just way larger, so then maybe my neck can breathe a bit. Yeah, I'll probably do that. But of course, I mean, I think about like a million things I want to do, but then I end up not doing any of it. Like the Anoha vest thingy that was gonna make it to a dress, but you know what? It's probably not gonna happen. I just accepted that it probably won't happen this year because it's color work, and I've never done color work, as you can tell, probably. Besides Intarsha, but Intarsha is totally different from stranded color work. So yeah, definitely or where I have to work 2 colors at a time. So yeah, and I know that Aro Knits and Pearls, she does English style knitting, so I'm like, if she could do color work, I could do color work. But I'm like, but wait, she's been knitting for like how long again? Like fucking forever? Like 10 years, more than 10 years, I think. So it's like, no wonder she can do color work. But yeah, I definitely haven't looked up how to do color work in English style knitting. I've only ever seen it, or like Fair Isle style. I've only ever seen it with, what's it called, continental style knitting. So That's probably why I haven't even done a color work. But I also don't know how often I would wear something that's like a color work yoke. Yeah, I don't know. But I also want to make Nordiska by Caitlin Hunter. Because ever since I saw Inga complete it or make one, I'm like, I want to make one. And it's like perfect for summer because it's actually a summer pattern, but Inga made it into a winter pattern sweater thing. So I could definitely do one or the other. And it's using a fingering linen blend. I don't know what kind of blend it is because that yarn, I looked it up and it's so expensive. I think it's like $20-$30 for one skein of yarn. I think one skein is like 100 grams, but still it's not enough for that pattern, because Nordiska has like 3 colors, I think. So yeah, I'm like thinking, can I make it in silk, because then I would have 2 colors left over, but then at the same time green and pink, I don't know about these 2 colors together in a pattern. Like, that's kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't put these 2 colors together, because even though I like both of these colors, like, it just looks kind of strange in one pattern, because they're like the same kind of saturation, so that makes it a little weird. So yeah. But yeah, shout out to Vanessa Chic, because I don't know, it was just so unexpected, honestly, that she would watch this podcast. That anyone would watch it, I don't know. I think I'll just stop now, and I hope you guys have a great day today, whether it be going out and getting some sunshine, swimming, just knitting, I guess, outside in the nice weather wherever you are, because I'm pretty sure it's getting nicer and nicer, like, every day. Unless you don't like the heat, then I pray for you to survive the summer. But yeah, I mean, I do have AC, but I don't want to use it unless I have to, which I probably have to on Thursday or Wednesday, because it's supposed to be 90 degrees Fahrenheit on those days, so probably will have to. I'm not excited to turn on, because for sure it'll be like a little dusty. Alright, I see you guys next week.